Hey everybody, it's Heather Rebecca Wilson. Let me flip this camera around. Okay, let's see. Let's adjust this. All right, cool. Hi everybody, welcome. Welcome. Let's see who's here. I'm Heather Rebecca Wilson, motivational speaker and multicultural women's success coach. Welcome. I know the debate is on shortly, so I'll make sure that I wrap up way before then. But thank you for the hearts. Lots of hearts. I love hearts. Bring on the hearts. Hi, hola. You guys, I haven't been on Periscope in like a week because I've been sick. I missed it. I missed being on here with everybody. How are you guys doing? Where's everybody watching from? Will you let me know? Will you tell me? I would also love to see more hearts, but I always love to see hearts. Let me clean this up. Hopefully we won't have like weird lighting situations today like we had last time. Moving my headphones over there. All right, well, I guess we will begin. I know this is like a weird hour for people. So, yeah, I'm Heather Rebecca Wilson, motivational speaker and multicultural women's success coach. And today's scope is all about how I was able to manifest $20,000 in 1 week. So, if you guys have been following me at all on social media, you probably know that before I was a coach, an entrepreneur full-time, I worked at a school and I really enjoyed that job and I learned so much from it, and it really gave me a platform on which to build. I don't know what's going on with the lighting. Anyway, so, there got to be a point at which, and it was in the spring, like I would say early March, early to mid-March, when I was, getting my coaching certification, working my full-time job, and launching my business. I did a soft launch of the business, and I got such an amazing response from people just with the soft launch of the website and the programs, right? People kept emailing me, calling me. I couldn't keep up with the correspondence. And in that moment, I realized what I'm doing is, reaching people. It's having an effect on people. It's making people think, and I'm enjoying it. And there's no way that I can, there's no way that this is going to be successful. There's no way that this venture is going to be successful unless I'm able to devote 100% of my time to it. And so I decided at that point that I needed to leave my job. And when you work for school, you are contracted to work. Thank you for the hearts. You're contracted to work until the end of the school year, and that's what I did. And it was difficult. I mean, the whole year was really difficult. I think my workload doubled because we were, beginning this transition from like a community service program to a service learning program. And since I was the service learning director, I had to really manage that transition. And it was a challenge. I mean, and I welcome challenges. I learned a lot. It definitely brought me out of my comfort zone. So yeah, I just threw myself into it and threw myself into the coaching certification and launching my business. So yeah, it was a difficult year, but I made it. I made it through. So my last day was June 10th, and after that I was just, hardcore grinding on my business. And my last paycheck from my job came to me on August 31st. So, I've saved some money over the years, not a lot. I, lived on those. I would say, yeah, this summer, I obviously, enjoyed having that paycheck. But I knew that money was going to stop coming in at, August 31st. But that didn't stop me from booking this amazing trip to California. I went to San Francisco. I went to LA, San Diego, stayed in these awesome Airbnbs, had awesome meals, went shopping. Like, I did not hold back in terms of enjoying myself. Because, when I enjoy myself, I'm in a high vibration. When I'm happy, I feel like I attract more things into my orbit that I can be happy about. So, I don't know. I think, like, a normal person, who knows what normal is, but I would say, like, your average person would be very nervous about leaving a job and not knowing about where, their money's going to come in and where their money's going to come from. And I don't know, I guess I'm just not one of your average people. I don't know. I feel like I feel very connected to my mission. I feel very connected to my purpose. And just so you guys know, my purpose is to be a healing, loving, and empowering presence in the lives of people around me. And coaching allows me to do that. Working on my online course has allowed me to do that. I don't know. I just feel very much in alignment with my purpose. And I feel like, I'm on this planet to live out my purpose. And so I guess what's always in the back of my mind and on my heart is that I am being supported by the universe at all times to do this work that I was put on this planet to do. So anyway, yeah, no money coming in after the 31st. And there was enough money in my account to, cover my bills for the first half of September, because that's how, my old job kind of set it all up, right? We would get paid at the end of the month for the last 2 weeks, and then in the middle of the month for the first 2 weeks of that month. So I was good up until September 15th, and I wasn't in a panic about it. But the honest truth is that I had no idea where this money was going to come from. But I knew it was going to come. And I think that knowing comes from, my spiritual awakening, honestly. I think realizing that I can trust my intuition above all else has really, I don't know, it's just helped me relax and go with the flow. And, ever since that realization, and ever since I've put my spiritual connection, as a priority in my life. Simone! Hi, girl! Yeah, give me those hearts! Ooh, I like them. And they match my outfit, too. They were turquoise hearts. All right, anyway. So putting my spiritual relationship, ahead of everything else, honestly, has allowed me to get to this point in my life where I can trust. So anyway, it's September 15th is rolling around. I don't know where this money's coming from. And a few days ago, I, was inspired to ask somebody in my life a question. Thank you for those hearts. I love those hearts. And, I asked that question and all the money came in. It came in from an unexpected source, and it was not money that I ever thought I would have access to. And honestly, at first, it was a little hard for me to receive it, to accept it. But I do know that, when the universe does show up for you and the universe does provide, if it shows, oh, Simone, you're so sweet. I love you. We need to hang out, by the way. Anyway, soon. When the universe does show up for you, if it shows up for you in a way that you didn't expect, you can't say, oh, no, I didn't want it that way, right? Like if you ask the universe for apples and, it brings you apples, let's say but he brings you apples in a basket or something, or, apples in a plastic bag. If you say, oh, no, I wanted apples in a basket, not apples in a plastic bag, you're getting the apples, right? You can't say no, because you're basically saying, like, I don't want your help, universe. I don't need this. So I knew that I couldn't say no like that, because I would be cutting myself off, from what is, meant for me, and what is meant to support me. So I did a little work on that. I had to talk to some friends to kind of like talk me off the ledge a little bit. I mean, I wasn't really on the ledge, but I went to a dark place and was like, can I really accept this money? But I came around and I realized that, when the universe shows up to support you, you say yes. And I did. And yeah, and I think the reason, well, actually, I know the reason that, I was supported is because I was so relaxed and I was so trusting that this money was going to show up. So, if you guys are interested in learning more about, cultivating a spiritual relationship of your own understanding, I highly recommend that you check out my course. It's called Master Your Mix, the Multicultural Woman's Guide to Success. It's a course for smart, creative, ambitious women from all different types of backgrounds, who desire to be culturally competent global leaders and create transformational change in their communities. And in one of the 4 modules, it's a 4-week course. Right now it's a live class. The 3rd module is all about mindset, and one of the things that we address in terms of mindset is wealth consciousness. And wealth consciousness, for those of you who are not familiar with this term, is basically like the way you view money, the way you think about money. And for me, money is energy, right? It's neutral. I think most of us have more complicated relationships with money than we actually realize. I did a lot of work this year on unpacking my money story, right? What I was telling myself about money and about people who have money. Thank you for those hearts. I love those hearts. I did a lot of work on that, and right now I'm in a place where, like I said, money's energy. It's neutral. You can use it for good. You can use it for, for evil. But money allows me to live on purpose. And, it allows me to express my spirituality and my creative potential in this world. So, I've just kind of become a magnet to it. It's so wild. I mean, I never thought that I would be in this position, but I am. And I share how I've gotten to this position with everybody through my course. So I definitely want you guys to go check it out. Let me show you. Actually, I put the web address, the URL for the course on the title of the scope, right? It's heatherrebeccawilson.com /master your mix. I also have an awesome free training that you guys should definitely check out. I'm very proud of it. It's really good. It's called Growing Up Multiracial to Global Woman Entrepreneur. And it's a video training plus a bonus PDF that outlines the highlights of the training. So what I do is I share the success strategies that I have used to really transform myself, from somebody who was basically a codependent perfectionist to, a badass global woman entrepreneur who doesn't apologize, for being herself and living on purpose and being a magnet to money. And and that's not to say that I'm special. I just have kind of hacked my brain and I figured it out, and I made my healing a commitment. And basically, I'm just not available to be in financial struggle anymore. It's a decision, y'all. I'm looking for my bit.ly link to show you. So this is for my free video training, okay? Definitely check this out. You're going to love it. You're going to get so much out of it. And I just can't wait to share all this information with you guys. So early bird pricing has closed. It's expired for my course, but registration's still open, and I still have a few spots left for, the first people that sign up basically get a 90-minute complimentary coaching session with me over the phone or Skype, and I have a few sessions left. So I would love to, get to know one of you guys. I want to connect. I want to connect with other badass, like-minded, women entrepreneurs or women leaders. Just so the course, I designed it for multicultural and multiracial women, but any woman can take this course of any age. And I think the most important thing is you desire to be a culturally competent global leader that, wants to create transformational change in your community. I think if you desire to have deeper, more authentic relationships with the people in your life, you're going to benefit from this course. If you're just curious about the experiences of people who are not like you, you will benefit from this course. But yeah, it was definitely inspired by my own, personal story growing up multiracial, and my experience in a multiracial affinity group at the People of Color Conference in, I think it was 2014. But there's a whole video on this on my page, heatherrebeccawilson.com/master your mix. There's a whole video on the emotional story behind why I created it. So yeah, this course is my baby, and it's going to be freaking awesome. Do not miss out on this. So anyway, yeah, we're going to talk about wealth consciousness, and I'm going to teach you how to, cultivate a spiritual relationship of your own understanding so that you can tap into all of the energy, all the money that is waiting for you to use to do good, to live on purpose, to make a contribution. So if you're interested in any of that, you guys definitely check it out. So yeah, today is a shorter scope than normal, but I wanted to get it all done before the debate because I know I'm actually really interested in watching. Yeah, it's good to be back on Periscope. If you guys would like to connect with me on social media, I hope that you do. So there's several places that you can do that. I have a business page on Facebook. It's Heather Rebecca Wilson. There are two Facebook groups. There's one called the Glamorous Global Entrepreneur, which is open to any badass global woman entrepreneur or aspiring global woman entrepreneur. Head on over there, check out the description, see if it resonates, and join that community for sure. The other one is called Mixing It Up in Business, and that is specifically for entrepreneurs who self-identify as multicultural or multiracial. And, I'm kind of flexible when it comes to a definition of multicultural. I feel like for sure, if your parents are from two different cultures, you're definitely a multiracial person. I think if you grew up in one culture and then moved to another, live in another culture, that would also qualify as multicultural. If your home culture was different than the culture at your school, or if your home culture was different than the majority culture, I think you would definitely qualify as multicultural. But I'm actually really interested in how you guys define multicultural. It's interesting. People, for the most part, I've found don't know what it means. So I think this is a good conversation to have. So, right, there's those two groups, the Glamorous Global Entrepreneur and Mixing It Up in Business. I'm also on Instagram. Follow me there. The handle is Heather Rebecca Wilson. And then I'm on YouTube. I post most of my Periscopes up there in case you guys want to check them out again and again and again and again. What else? I think that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for all the hearts. I really appreciate it. It's good to be back on Periscope again. And I'm going to try and get on tomorrow. All right. You guys are the best. I'll see you later. All right. Mwah. Bye.